Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this opportunity, we will be doing a presentation about the effect of listening music to students' concentration in language learning. The presenter will be Alin Safitri, Nur Aprianti, Linda Aditiya, and Ifafah Gusni. In the modern era of technology, many students listen to music while studying. This trend raises a question on how music affects one's concentration and performance during the study. There is a popular term coined the Mozart effect, which shows that listening to classical music such as Mozart helps increase intellectual quotient in spatial reasoning. A Bulgarian, Georgi Lazanov, as quoted by Mayer, states that giving suggestion, relaxation, and music can accelerate language learning. Listening to music while studying may increase students' concentration and reduce students' anxiety in language learning. We had one research question as suggested in the study. The research question is, how does music affect students' concentration and performance in language learning? The purpose of this research is to analyze the effect of listening music to students' concentration and performance in language learning. We came up with two hypotheses. The first one is there is no change in concentration when high school students listen to background music while completing an in-class assignment. And the second one, background music increases the concentration of high school students while they are completing an in-class assignment.
This study is a cross-sectional study, aimed to discover the effect of listening music to students' concentration and performance in language learning. The subject of the research are 11th grade students at one of the senior high school in Bandung. The study was conducted by distributing a pre-test and post-test survey that used the Likert scale to the student to identify the effect of listening music to student concentration. A survey was distributed to each student that used the Likert scale to rate their personal feelings about the music upon their concentration level. The data was analyzed by using SPSS 11.5 statistical computer software.
The sample was comprised of 31 high school science students between the age of 16 and 18. Permission was obtained through a parental consent for all students under the age of 18. A survey was distributed to each student that used the Likert scale to rate their personal feelings about the background music upon their concentration level. The data was analyzed using SPSS 11.5 statistical computer software. A comparison of the means was done in Table 1 using a paired sample t-test. This was prepared to show if the correlation between the pre-music survey and the post-music survey were significant. To be considered significant, the value had to fall below 0.05. The only concentration that could be considered statistically significant according to the table is the comparison of the concentration value before and after the background music. Table 1, pair sample correlation of variable before and after applied background music. Pair 1, listening before and after music. Pair 2, the ability to relax. Pair 3, ability to think before and after the music. Pair 4, ability to concentrate. Pair 5, classroom condition, ideal. Pair 6, inhibiting concentration. Pair 7, promoting concentration. A statistical comparison of the categories chosen from the survey for concentration can be seen in Figure 1 and Figure 2. The categories according to the survey were as follows: 1. Strongly disagree. 2. Disagree. 3. Undecided. 4. Agree. And 5. Strongly agree.
Conclusion: based upon the finding of the research, the alternative hypothesis cannot be accepted. Therefore, the null hypothesis starting that there is no change in concentration level when background music is used within a classroom setting has to be supported. In spite of finding that background music, according to the survey, does not aid in increasing concentration level of high school students while working, there are implications that can be made based upon some of the findings. When data from the Likert scale survey was analyzed, the strongest statistical validity was demonstrated in the concentration category. This was the category where their researchers hoped to show the most amount of difference on validity. This data could not be considered significant because it was not below on the 5 significance level. However, overall, it was significantly closer to the 5 cut-off limit, falling short at 0.89. This could mean that if the study was conducted again and altered slightly, there would be a good chance of showing that concentration can be influenced by background music. Limitation is there are specific limitations that are identified by the researcher that could have influenced data. For example, the small sample size of 31 could have led to an inadequate measure of validity. Second is application. The significance demonstrated from this research about concentration and background music could be used by teachers or parents to help improve students' study skill. Teachers or special needs students may especially find this information useful to keep students who are easily distracted or on task. And third, future implication. If the researcher were to complete this study, again there would be a few changes made in hope in increasing that change of making this concept statistically valid. The researcher would begin by increasing the sample size to a minimum of 50 participants.